So as we know that if it comes to the solids, if it comes to the liquids, if it comes to the gases, everything is called as what? What is the common name for everything? Everything is called as matter. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if it comes to, as we know that everything solid and liquid and gas, everything we used to call it as matter, then why they have different properties? That is the question right just now. So we are saying that solid is a matter, liquid is a matter, gas is also a matter. Then why they have different properties? Because we have studied that solids having different properties, liquids having different properties, as well as gases having also different properties. Do you understand? So now let us see why this exactly they are having, even though they are called as matter, why they are having different properties. We'll study. So please all of you keep reading. Why solids, liquids, and gases have different properties? Why solids, liquids, and gases have different properties? So that is what we are going to study in today's class. Different properties. So let us come to here, as we know that, understand. So we will try to explain now why these solids, liquids, and gases have different properties by using understanding a theory called as an important theory called as kinetic theory of motion. You remember this. This is the most important. So kinetic theory of motion. I will say what is this theory. Kinetic theory of matter is the theory how we can explain why the solids, liquids, and gases have different properties. So let us comes to here. What is this kinetic theory of matter and everything we will study now. So if we'll observe matter in all the three states, as we know that solid, liquid, and gas, all the three states, it is made up of as very small particles. That particles only what we should call Ram. If we take solid as well as liquid as well as gas, all are made up of a small particles. What is the particles called as? It is made up of small particles. That particles is only called as what we should call atoms. What we should call atoms, and these atoms is combining, then we used to call as molecules. So if we take any kind of matter, it may be a solid or liquid or maybe a gas. So it is made up of a very small particles. That particles is only called as atoms or molecules. So now, what is the meaning of kinetic theory of matter? Means it is just a theory which will explain the property of solid, liquid, and gas. That is, according to this kinetic theory of matter, all the particles of matter, it may be a solid, it may be a liquid, or it may be a gas, doesn't matter. Understand? So it will says that the particles of matter are continuous motion. That is the meaning of that kinetic theory of motion. So they are continuous, continuous, continuous motion, and they always will possess kinetic energy. Always they will possess kinetic energy. So that is the meaning of kinetic theory of matter. So that it will says that if you take any kind of matter, inside the particles are in always kinetic motion, continuous motion, and they will produce always kinetic energy. That is what we used to call as kinetic theory of matter. So if we'll observe here, as we know in last class I have taught you, if we'll keep any particles in between them, some attractive forces, we used to call it as force of attraction, is existed between the particles of matter. So that is only called as, understanding, interparticle forces. What we should call that particle forces, Ra? Inter particle forces. Why nobody is answering? So if we take any kind of particles, if we take any two particles, between them some forces are existed. That is only called as forces of attraction. Forces of attraction is existed. So that is only called as interparticle forces, or we can call it as intermolecular forces. All of you can remember intermolecular forces or interparticular forces. Anything? Do you understand? So, if we take here, understanding because of these forces of attraction only, the particles are hold the understanding. Every particle, this force of attraction tends to hold the particles together, and it will be controlled their movements. If there is no force of attraction, then it is not possible to gather the particles of a single matter, because every particle will go very, very, very far each other. So even though they are in continuous motion, in the sense of, for example, you all suppose now 7 students are there, now 6 students are there. You all people, I will tie. I will allow you to run. I will allow you to move somewhere, but I will control. I will all tie a rope to you, and I won't allow you to go from away from me. Just I will allow you to pull you back, so that in the sense of you will be rotating or just moving just very close to me. Do you understand? So here the rope is only called as force of attraction. Understand? So that is only called as this intermolecular forces or interparticular forces. These forces will hold these particles together, and they will control the movement of the particles. Do you understand? So these intermolecular forces of attraction are the maximum. When it is maximum, so the particles are very, very, very close together. So now from this, can you able to say in which one, either solids or liquids or gases, where the intermolecular forces are more? Anybody? Where the intermolecular forces are more? That if the forces are more, then the particles are very close. So where?
In solids.
In solids. Understand? So now, if intermolecular forces are more, suppose like a traffic, understanding, particles are very, 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 very close, means in the sense of kinetic energy, means motion will be slow or very fast.
Slow, sir.
That is what you should remember. So, as understanding, the force of attraction, the intermolecular force of attraction is the maximum. Understanding is the maximum when understanding when the particles are close together. So if the close together, what is the distance between them? The spaces between them is more or less? The space between the particles is more or less when they are close together?
Less, sir.
Less. So the distances or spaces between the particles of matter is less. Then what will happen? The intermolecular force is maximum and the movement is minimum. Means kinetic energy will be decreases. Motion will be. Now the movement, the spaces between them is increasing. Means in the sense of what? Movement is increasing in the sense of what? Intermolecular forces of attraction is decreasing or increasing? Force of attraction. Space is increasing. So attraction force will be decreases. Understand? So the distance between the particles of matter increases. Then the force of attraction between them decreases. Do you understand, Ra? Do you understand? Yes or no? So,
Sir.
we'll observe the movement. Understand? The movement of particles. Movement of particles in the sense of what is that movement? Movement only we used to call it as what? Kinetic energy of particles. Understanding? Kinetic energy we used to represent with these letters. Understand? So if we'll observe the movement of the particles, the kinetic energy of the particles, it can be, understanding, increases. How we can increase means if we start heating, understanding, if we start heating, then what will happen, Ra? Particles will start gaining the energy in the form of heat energy. Is it yes or no? All of you. So suppose, for example, while you are boiling the water on our gas, understanding, gas stove, next time you observe, while your mother is boiling the water, hot water, beginning you won't get the sound. If you'll see the after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can see all the water is producing sound like budak, 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 and inside you can see like some kind of sound will come. Is it yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, because when you will heat the any kind of matter, you remember, if you heat the any kind of matter, then what will happen means these particles, understand, will gain the energy, will gain the heat energy, so that they will start vibrating more and more and more. So if they start vibrating more and more and more, what will happen? The collisions will take place. Is it yes or no? Particles will collide each other. Is it yes or no, Ra? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is why if you want to increase the kinetic energy, we have to heat the matter, or else you have to heat any kind of solid or liquid or gas. So we can increase the movement of particle by changing, understand, by heating the matter or cooling it. Anything. If you want to decrease the kinetic energy, you have to cool it. You have to cooling. If you want to increase the kinetic energy, you have to heat it. So by heating of matter or by cooling of matter, we can control the movement of particle. That is only called as kinetic energy. So if we'll take higher the temperature, temperature is more. So kinetic energy is more or less. If the higher the temperature is high. I am heating raw, temperature is high. So that what will happen? Kinetic energy, the movement of the particle is more or less. You speak.
Kinetic energy is more, sir.
If the temperature is more, then what will happen? Kinetic energy will be increases. Understanding? So kinetic energy is also increasing. Now, means in the sense of the movement of particle is also increasing. Now, if the temperature is decreasing, means in the sense of cooling, if I am doing cooling, then the movement of particles also will decreases, means in the sense of kinetic energy also decreases. So we can say that these are the following properties determine the physical state of matter. Understand? Either the given matter will be in a solid or maybe a liquid or maybe a gases. So how we can decide means in the sense of first thing, the spaces between them. Understand? If the spaces are less, then what we should call Ra? If the spaces are less, means in the sense of they are very close, what we should call? What we should call? Spaces are very less, means they are very close. What we should call matter? We have three states of matter, correct, man?
Solid, sir.
Spaces are very, very less. What we should call? We should call it as
Solid.
If little bit more, liquid. If little
Liquid.
bit more, gases. Is it yes or no? Like that. As we know
Yes,
that.
sir.
Second one, force. Intermolecular force or interparticular force. If particles are very close, force is more, means strong bond is present. So if spaces are less, then attractions. So in which maximum forces? Strongest forces what? The interparticle forces are strongest in solids. Is it yes or no? Because particles are very closely packed. Understanding? And if it comes to the liquids, less strong compared to the solids. And if it comes to the gases, what will happen, Ra? Gases are negligible. Understanding? The intermolecular forces are negligible in gases because particles are very, very far each other. Understand? Like that, if we take to the third one, so how we can decide why the solids, liquids, and gases are different properties? These are the properties which will exhibit as a solid, liquid, or gas. Now you will take amount of understanding, movement of particle. So movement of particle, where it is more raw, solids or liquids or gases? Movement of particle. For example, Pradosh is in traffic, Tamil Raja is in normal signal, and Manish is going in a highway. So who will go faster? Who will go faster? Darun, who will go faster?
Manish.
Pandya and Samya, Alana. Tell me, Monish will go faster. Why he will go faster? Because he's having very, very fast each other. Correct or not? Yes or Nora?
Yes,
So
sir.
these particles are very, very far each other so that they can go very freely. That is why. So if you'll observe the movement of particles, understanding. So gases having more kinetic energy compared to the liquids, and liquids having more kinetic energy compared to the solids. So this is the three parameters which we can decide either it is a solid or it is a liquid or it is a gas. Understanding? So all of you write it now. All of you write it. Right. The properties of particles. The properties of particles. The properties of particles decide whether a given substance will exit as a solid,
Sir, decide after.
The properties of particles decide whether a given substance will exit as a solid, a liquid or a gas. Will exit as a solid, a liquid or a gas. Exit as a solid, liquid or a gas. Or a gas. Now, shall we start? So this theory, who will explain this theory? What is this theory is called as? Kinetic theory of motion, kinetic theory of matter. All of the right. Kinetic theory of matter. Kinetic theory of matter. Kinetic theory of matter. Shall we start, Ra? So what it will say that? Kinetic theory of matter, right? According to the kinetic theory of matter, 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 comma, the particles of matter are in continuous motion the particles of matter are in continuous motion and possess kinetic energy Is it completed, Ra?
Sir, 1 minute repeat, sir.
Okay. According to the kinetic theory of matter, comma, the particles of matter are in continuous motion. The particles of matter are in continuous motion the particles of matter are in continuous motion and possess kinetic energy That's all. What is this kinetic theory of matter? That is you should write. Understanding, right? Kinetic theory of matter means kinetic theory of matter means
Sir,
kinetic,
this is second pointer.
what, Ra?
This is second pointer, sir.
Next second point. Yeah, we should know what is kinetic theory of matter, correct? That is. So kinetic theory of matter defines as kinetic theory of matter defines as how the given matter is existed either solid is existed either solid liquid or gases, either solid, liquid or gases. That is what kinetic theory of matter. Do you understand what is kinetic theory of matter? It will exist as either solid, liquid or gas. That's all. Do you understand? Do you understand or not? Yes or no? So now, so what is the three properties, Ra? What is the three properties will decide either it is a solid or liquid or gas? What is that? First one. What is the first property, Ra? Just now I have taught you, correct? What is the first property? Spaces between them, right? The spaces between the particles. What is this here? The spaces or we can call it as distances. Distances between the particles.
Sir, this is third pointer.
Nora, this is what is how we can segregate either a solid or liquid or gases. The properties we are studying. The three properties means kinetic theory of motion. That is this only. The spaces are distance between the particles. This is the first point. Side heading you can keep. The spaces bracket you can write distances between the particles. Between the particles. So let's start now. The spaces between the particles. So now, if you'll observe here, let us see. If you'll observe, the spaces between the particles are right. Where it is minimum, Ra? Where it is minimum spaces? Where it is minimum? The spaces between the particles, where it is minimum, I am asking.
In solids, sir. Solids.
In solids. Understand? So you can draw this diagram also. Understanding? Next, liquids. And in gases. Gases what? Very far each other. That's all. Solids, liquids, gases. So now, from this I can say that who is having more spaces, Ra? Who is having more spaces?
Gases, sir. Gases.
That is, write the statement. The spaces between the particles are. Explanation for this. The spaces between the particles are minimum. Minimum in weight, Manya. Minimum. You observe the board and where is the minimum? Maunish, Darun,
Yes, sir.
where is the spaces are minimum? Spaces are minimum in where, Alana? In which one? Solids or liquids or gases? In which one spaces are minimum?
Solids, sir.
But others are not saying, I don't know why. Minimum in solids. Manya and Samya, I don't know what you are doing. Minimum in solids.
Sir, the spaces between.
Yeah. The spaces between the particles are minimum in solids. A little more in liquids. A little more in liquids. And the maximum in what? And maximum. And the maximum in what, Ra?
Liquid.
Gas, sir.
Maximum in?
Gas, sir.
You communicate, yeah. Maximum gases. Write it all of it. That is the first point. Next, second property. So what is the second property I said? Anybody? So now space is over. Now depend upon the space. Some force is present. That is what we used to call force of attraction. What we should call? What we
Force
should
of
call? Second one.
attraction.
Write it. The force of attraction between particles. The force of attraction between particles. The force of attraction between particles. The force of attraction between the particles. Completed? So in which one? Let me see who will say. In which one force of attraction is maximum? In which one force of attraction is minimum? Negligible.
Sir, first one solid, sir. Last one gas.
Solids, the force of attraction is maximum.
No, sir.
Because particles are very tightly packed, so that force of attraction is also maximum. And in this one, normal, and this one is negligible. What we should call? Negligible forces. That is the
Negligible.
second one. Right. The force of attraction between the particles. The force of attraction between the particles is known as what we should call, Pradosh? Darun, what we should call? The force of attraction. Intermolecular forces or interparticle forces. Intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces or interparticle forces. Intermolecular forces or interparticle forces. Anyone thing you can write. Intermolecular forces or interparticle forces. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, what we can write? In where it is maximum?
Sir, in solids it is maximum, sir, and the gases it is negligible, sir.
Yeah, right. Right. It is stronger. It is strongest in solids. It is strongest in solids. Which one? Intermolecular forces. Understand? It is strongest in solids. It is strongest in solids. It is strongest in solids. Less strong in liquids. Strongest in solids. Strongest in solids. Solids. Understanding? Less strong in liquids. Less strong in liquids. Less strong in liquids. And negligible in gases. And negligible in gases. Okay, Laksha, no issues. Darun, Mavani, Samayan, Manya, okay. That is negligible in gases. Negligible in gases. This is second one. What is the third one, Ra? Mavanish, what is the third one? Darun, respond. If you are not responding, that is not good. What is third one? This is second property. What is the third property I said? What is the third property I said? Motion, Ra, kinetic particles, movement of particles. What is the third property? Movement of particles. Like example, I said you correct, right? You people only. What is this? Right, third property. What is the third property, Ra? The amount of movement of particles. The amount of movement of particles. Movement of particles. This is only known as called as what, Pradosh? Manya and Samya. This is only called as what? The amount of movement of particles. This is only known as what? What we should call? Kinetic energy of particles. What we should call? Kinetic energy of
Kinetic energy of particles.
particles. Now, so in which one it is maximum, which one it is minimum? Tell me. Which one it is maximum, which one it is
When
minimum?
heating it is increases.
As we know that if
and,
you heat it, if you heat it, it will increases. If you cool it, it will decreases. Doesn't matter. Basically, it is maximum, it is minimum. Like Manish, I said he's in free highway. You are in traffic. Another one is normal road. Then that is
in gases it is
gases. It is particles are very far each other, so that what they can go freely. Liquid little bit close, so they cannot go. And solid very tightly, like in a tight traffic signal, you cannot move any direction. So minimum like vibration, this side, this side, this side, this side only how to do. So you cannot go any freely anywhere. So that is what we can say. So in movement of particles is the minimum in where? Particles are closely packed, so kinetic energy is minimum. So in which one? Which one, Ram?
solid, sir. Solid.
Solids, because particles are closely packed. Understanding? So particles are closely packed. So suppose you are in like a traffic. So is it possible to go faster when you are in traffic? Yes?
No, sir.
No. So if we take in solids, particles are very closely packed. So the movement of particles is the minimum in solids, right? The movement means in the sense of kinetic energy. The movement of particles. The movement of particles is the minimum. Is the minimum in solids. Is the minimum in solids. Less strong. Minimum in solids, more in liquids, more in liquids, and maximum in where? And the maximum in where? Maximum where?
Gases.
Gases. Maximum in gases. That's all. Because here particles are less closely packed, so that is why more, and here more even loosely packed, so that only it is maximum. Understand? So now, as we know that if we start heating, if temperature rises, what will happen? Kinetic energy will increases or decreases? Temperature rises. Okay. If temperature rises, if you are heating, what will happen, Ra? I said,
Yes.
if you are heating, kinetic energy also will increases. If you are cooling, means in the sense of decreasing temperature. So kinetic energy also will decreases. That is. So now, write it. I will say it. The movement of particles. The movement of particles can be changed by can be changed by heating the matter can be changed by heating the matter or cooling it or cooling it. Next, higher the temperature, what will happen, Ra? Greater the movement or lower the movement? Temperature is more, movement is also more. That's all. Right. Higher the temperature, greater is the movement of particles. Higher the temperature, greater is the movement of particles. Higher the temperature, greater is the movement of particles. If lower the temperature, comma, lower is the movement of particle. Lower is the movement of particle. So now you write this one. Heating is directly proportional to movement of particles.
Sir, higher the temperature.
Higher the temperature, comma, greater is the movement of particles.
Okay.
Greater is the movement of particle. Do you understand? Yes or no? That is. So now you can write this box. Kinetic energy, sorry, heating. Heating is directly proportional to kinetic energy. If it is increases, kinetic energy also increases. If it is decreases, kinetic energy also decreases. All of you write it. Do you understand or not? Yes?
Sir, lower the temperature.
Lower the temperature, lower will be the minimum or
Okay, sir.
lower will be the kinetic energy. Lower is the kinetic energy.
Okay, sir.
Now finish it. Down you can draw these diagrams, solids, liquids and gases, and you can write this statement. Heating is increases, kinetic energy increases. Cooling, decreasing temperature, decreasing kinetic energy. Draw this, and next meeting ID I will explain. Meeting is going to end, correct? I will send the second meeting ID. Let's finish this.